On October 29th, 2023, Shay started a live stream via Instagram with the camera turned off. She was speaking to the viewers about taking a personal day off from work to spend time with her oldest son. It's also noted that Shay's sister and Shay's nephew are in the background speaking to one another. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Are loud. God, jeez. I stay up all night, have to work and be a worker too. Oh, you better get some sleep sometime today. I called in to spend time with my son. To go trick-or-treat with him.
It wasn't until the middle of the live stream where the energy began to shift. During the 33-minute timestamp, Shay's nephew let out a shout of frustration and began to call for his mother. Shay's nephew then proceeded to say something that can only be described as shocking. Let's listen to the clip.
Early cooking before work.
Mommy, pull down my pants.
Once Shay caught wind of what her nephew confessed, she immediately muted the live, leaving the viewers puzzled. Mind you, Shay's oldest son has been staying in her household not even for a full month before this situation happened. After a minute or so, Shay unmuted the microphone and you can already tell that there's a shift in her demeanor. She's already on defense mode as the viewers begin to speak about the encounter.
Right. They heard that and ate that up. They heard that and ate that the fuck. I already know what they finna do with that little scene that they got. I already know. I already the fuck they finna do with that.
This has officially been the third time that Shay has been caught in the middle of a situation like this involving her child. It did not take long before viewers began to express their feelings about what they had witnessed. And in true Shay fashion, she began to deflect by mentioning an online user by the name of BedBugQueen, who's well known for screen recording Shay's live streams and re-uploading them to YouTube.
I know she ain't black. She ain't there black. Her name is yeah. She ain't black. She ain't got shit with black people and she talk about a black bitch.
Shay tends to repeat this pattern of attempting to bring someone else down so that way she can get the heat off of her. And although some viewers were totally fine with sweeping this incident under the rug, majority of her viewers were not going to let her slide. Shay makes a return to her live stream, this time with the camera on. She sees that the comments are flooded with viewers needing answers as to why Shay allowed this situation to happen once again.
But sitting here on live with trolls is not gonna stop them from trolling you. That's why I don't be on there with them people. I let them do what they want to. Let them talk. That's all they can do.
The stress became overwhelming to the point where Shay decided to eventually bring her oldest son online in a desperate attempt to clear their names.
What? Just say anything that I have taught you. What have I taught you? You remember everything? Respect people, right?
Yeah.
Be nice to people, right? You supposed to have manners, right? You say yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, right? Now, what about girls? What have I told you about girls?
Don't put your hands on them.
Say it louder.
Don't put your hands on them.
Don't touch them at all, any kind of way, right? What I told you about being nice to other people, being nice to other kids. You remember? It's gonna come back to you. But have I ever taught you anything about touching on any, like touching people on their private parts? No, I haven't. Why would you say that? Why would you say that? You meant no. I would never teach you anything like that. The reason I asked you this because these fuck are saying that you are this type of person, and I have not raised you to be that type of way. I have not taught you that type of behavior. Why would you say that? He is not that type of boy. The fact that y'all are sitting here calling him that, that's why I don't understand. The fact that y'all sit here and call my son a bro, y'all wrong as a bitch, and they talking about I'm teaching him that. I have not. How would I teach him that? Like, come on now. Why would I teach my son that if I have been or any of that shit? Like, I don't understand that. The fact that y'all get on this internet and drag my name, but y'all still watch me like a whole bunch of weirdos, that is weird, bro. The fact that the whole world can't stand Shay but still watch her, bro. I don't understand. I don't do nothing to nobody, bro. I don't do nothing to nobody. I gotta leave the internet because of a whole bunch of motherfuckers who don't like me.
Shay mentions quite frequently that her children are not her content. So if this is the case, why would she wake her oldest son out of his sleep to have him speak on the live stream? Why would she try to downplay the situation? Regardless of how harmless she believed the encounter was, this live stream was a clear indication that Shay did not take the necessary steps to teach her child about inappropriate behavior. She may have mentioned to her oldest son that behavior like this is wrong. However, she most likely did not explain to him why that type of behavior is wrong. She most likely did not discuss the consequences he may face in the future if this type of behavior happens again. And until there's positive changes being made, Shay will have to deal with this constant loop of disappointment and hopelessness.
I believe she loves her children, but I just believe that she doesn't know what the right things that needs to be done, and that goes along with, her mind. Like, she's not already there, so she doesn't know the right and wrong things to do. Like, she doesn't know. She just does whatever comes to mind. Like, you could clearly tell she doesn't really spend time with her kids, like take them places and do things with them, even if it's just in the house. She sits them in front of the TV or the tablet or whatever, and I believe that she loves them. She just doesn't know how to take care of them properly.
If there's anything Shay is well known for, it is her strong urge to panhandle online. Her desperate attempts to demand financial support from enablers online has reached an all-time low. However, it has never been this bad for Shay. Before all of this mess, she was able to keep a few jobs. I mean, you can see here that she used to be an employee at Walmart, and even earlier than that, she used to work for the food industry. Once quarantine was in effect, she was allegedly living comfortable off of unemployment checks and SSI. But once those funds dried up, she made it her mission to take as much money from her enablers as possible. As a content creator, you're supposed to showcase a talent or provide entertainment to attract viewers. Those viewers will then decide whether they want to send you funds or not. And what Shay likes to do is to make you feel obligated to send her money. She insists that her going online to do a mediocre makeup look, drinking bottom shelf alcohol while constantly engaging in arguments is considered original content. Majority of the time, she will request money for things such as liquor bottles, ride sharing, fast food, and discounted clothing. And if you as a viewer do not send her any funds, she will have an attitude about it. Mind you, Shay says that her content is makeup and transitions. Now, if I listed all of the past live streams where Shay has panhandled, we would be here all day. So let's focus on a couple of instances. On May 24, 2023, Shay expressed that she needed assistance with getting her electricity turned back on. The energy bill was around $600 past due, so she did not waste any time to go online to ask her viewers for the funds. Because her lights were off, she gathered her sons to go inside of a McDonald's restaurant to use the free Wi-Fi in a desperate attempt to raise a goal of $600.
I need 400 more. No, I need 500 more. It's right there. I need 500 because I only got 100 right now.
Right in the middle of the hour-long live stream, there was an anonymous woman that ended up sending Shay the full amount to pay for her light bill. You can clearly see that Shay's mood shifted after finding out the amount was sent.
Again, thank you.
E lá não tem melhor.
I'm off here. Bye. Thank you.
A few moments later, the alleged woman who gave Shay the money spoke out. She mentioned how Shay allegedly blocked her immediately without even saying thank you. She also mentioned that there was an agreement that the funds that she sent to Shay was actually supposed to be a loan, and that Shay would need to pay that money back as soon as possible. Shay also spoke out and made it seem as if the lady only sent her the money just to stir up some drama. And what's surprising about this situation is that the anonymous woman failed to do any research about Shay before sending her money. She just seen someone on social media who needed help and decided to do a good deed. And I understand that some folks like to feel like they've done good in the world by helping the less fortunate. However, it does not hurt to be mindful of who these people are before giving financial assistance. What's even more surprising is that there was a similar situation that happened recently between Shay and one of her co-workers. To make a long story short, a few months ago, the co-worker allegedly loaned Shay $200 and has yet to receive their money back. There's not much information about how all of this happened. What I was able to find was a screenshot of the alleged co-worker admitting to giving Shay $200 and explaining what will happen if Shay fails to pay that loan back. Now please keep in mind that this is all speculation. The screenshot of the message does not have a profile picture of themselves, and there was no follow-up as of today. So please take this situation with a grain of salt.
So here's the thing. I am an avid user of this app like everyone else. Yes, I am familiar with Shay. No, I don't know much about her, but based on what I've seen, she is a person without moral compass, and she publicly neglects her children. I do not support her whatsoever. The day that my man was getting rid of those shoes, I couldn't think of any other kid that I knew that needed shoes, so I scrolled on TT and boom. Her crusty face popped up on my For You page, and it was like a light bulb moment. The next day I took the shoes down to the post office and shipped them off anonymously. I specifically wrote on the box school shoes for her son. Yes, the smiley face included. I shipped them off to her Milwaukee address that I found on the internet, and that was it. A few days later, I reached out to one of the troll pages and asked them, has she mentioned that she received shoes for her son? Because I wanted to make sure they made it there. They said no, but gave me her Instagram and Facebook. So I reached out and she finally responded. She had an attitude that I publicly asked her. But eventually she said yeah, she got them. I then asked her, could he fit them? She responded with not all of them. Mind you, I sent 3 pairs. I then said to her, well, okay, just hold on to the ones he can't fit, he'll grow into them. Next thing I know, I'm scrolling on TT, and I see this hefty trash bag on my For You page in the shoes that I sent for her son. Then it escalated, cause she kept mentioning how somebody sent the wrong size, and somebody keep complaining about why she's wearing them. Whole time she not only knew who sent them, she knew I told her to hold on to them for him to grow into. After a few different clips I saw, I was like, nah. So I responded.
Online trolls can get wild at times, especially when it comes down to doxing an individual. Shay has had the unfortunate pleasure of having her home address leaked to the public. As of right now, there is no record of any trolls who have attempted to pay Shay a visit. However, there have been a few trolls who have managed to revive a classic prank by placing pizza delivery orders. The earliest record of PIZZAGATE was around November 29, 2022. Once the trolls started to notice Shay's reaction, the pizza orders started to spread like wildfire. These are just a few of the confirmed orders that I was able to find. There's really no telling how many exact orders were being placed, and what's even worse was how high some of the totals would be. If you take a look at this receipt, this person decided to go nuts and make the subtotal $262.90. Now, even though that is very entertaining to look at, I think some of the trolls went a little bit overboard, only for the simple fact that Shay isn't the only one whose time was wasted. Pizza restaurant workers already deal with a lot of stress. They are trying to make sure pizzas are delivered in a timely manner, and a lot of the restaurants are short-staffed. Sending pizzas over and over again is not really doing much, but making restaurants lose a lot of money after a while. Before I jump into the next topic, I want you to watch this interaction between Shay and a delivery driver. What was supposed to be a moment of cockiness soon turned into a moment of embarrassment.
Now play with your mama, not me. Next time, use dominoes or something. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I think there's a $67 for the cash.
They say that they put cash? Well, no. You can take it. You can take it. You can take it since they want to do $67 that they don't have, since they claim they care about the mother kids. Since they claim they care about the mother kids, they should have paid for it. You dumb bitch. That's what I be talking about. Y'all claim y'all care about the mother kids. Y'all claim y'all care about the mother. You should have paid for it. That's stupid. You wasting their time. You wasting their money right now. You wasting their time and money. That's what I be talking about. Y'all claim y'all care about other people. Y'all claim y'all raising awareness, but yet you could have paid for it. You sent it to my house. You sent it to my house. But you could have paid for it.
Before we begin this topic, I want to speak about a tragic news story that took place in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It doesn't have anything to do with Shay, but it does paint a picture of how toxic their system can be. A few weeks ago, a news story broke about a 12-year-old male child in Milwaukee who was found in his father's home. Just for some background, the father originally had 3 of his children living with him, but after a few weeks, 2 of the children ended up staying with their mother, leaving the 12-year-old to stay solely with his father. The father was allegedly a harsh disciplinarian. He would severely punish his son by physically assaulting him and not providing him any meals. The father also cut visitation from the child's family as another form of punishment. A few people ranging from neighbors to family members would show concern for the child. However, no one took any real action and pretty much accepted the father's harsh ways. A few days go by and there was no communication. The same people who showed concern tried to contact the father on multiple occasions, but unfortunately there was no response. The older brother took it upon himself to stop by the home, and as he's pulling up to the home, he notices that the father was not present. When the older brother went inside the home, he was mortified to see the 12-year-old to the point of no recognition under a blanket in the living room. Once the investigation began, a medical examiner confirmed that the 12-year-old was emaciated and malnourished, but it does not stop there. The examiner also confirmed that the child had fractures in his arms and ribs. So far, no arrests have been made. The father is currently on the run and is being charged with 3 counts of child neglect and 1 charge of failing to report the passing of a child. Pardon my bluntness, but Milwaukee CPS has failed that child, Shay's child, and any other child who needs to be helped. There are some people on this earth who are truly incapable of raising a child. Just like how there are caseworkers who truly don't give a fuck about the safety of children until it's too late. But of course, if you have a system that sets up people to fail, then any toxic parent can have custody. Speaking of custody, I think this would be the perfect time to speak about the custody situation involving Shay's youngest son. On August 28, 2023, Shay started a live stream via Instagram to air out her frustrations about allegedly signing over her parental rights of her youngest son to his father. Prior to this live stream, this custody situation has been going on for months. The way she explained it is that her youngest son's father, whose name is Victor, felt like his son's safety was at risk by being a part of Shay's online world. So Victor felt it was best that their son would be in his care, which makes sense. Shay has not made it easy for her children to grow up in a stable household. This is the same woman who would go on a live stream to frequently ask for $5, $10, $20 to spend on herself rather than her children. A few months ago, Shay started a live stream outside of her home, and the viewers noticed that the oldest child hasn't had his hair cut in quite some time. It's one thing if an individual is going through hard times and as a unit, their appearances are unkempt. It's another thing if an individual is able to make money online and is only spending it on themselves instead of making their children a top priority. And unfortunately, this is the same woman that said in a live stream that she would prefer to purchase a ring light instead of purchasing winter coats for her children last year.
The ring light is similar to my other one, except it's a bigger one. It's similar to this one. Similar to that one, but except it's a bigger version. It's a bigger version of it. That's all it is. Now she spent it on a ring light. Ain't like it's resources out here to get coats. Ain't like it's other ways to get coats. It's a million and one ways to get coats. And it's not just only from y'all. Y'all be so, ooh, girl, bye. Girl, bye. Kiss my ass.
How is a child supposed to feel protected and secure in an environment like that? But back to the live stream. Instead of Shay speaking out about what she could have done different in this situation, she took the time to critique Victor on what he should have done as a parent.
Y'all claim y'all want better for somebody. Y'all say is in good hands. But yet y'all see this is putting my child in danger by posting about me on the internet. Like, come on now. Like, come on now. If I look over there, he's good over there.
As of right now, there are no documents online that shows what the new custody agreement is. Ever since Victor grabbed his son from Shay's care, it appears that the younger son is happier than ever. He's able to experience life without having his childhood being compromised. In late September of this year, it was the youngest son's birthday, and Victor made sure that his child knew that he was being celebrated. The birthday party took place at their local Chuck E. Cheese, and honestly, just to see the pure joy of the youngest son's face could have melted the strongest of all hearts. The only thing that was disappointing to hear is Shay not being in attendance. A few days went by, and a direct message conversation between Shay and Victor was released, confirming that Shay did not go to the party. As Shay was trying to instigate drama, Victor spoke up about Shay not even making an attempt to go to the youngest son's birthday party. Shay completely dismissed Victor to start the theatrics once again. This conversation alone solidifies the claim that Shay allegedly does not care about anyone except herself. Mind you, Shay was live streaming the same day of the party and also failed to mention that there was even a party for her youngest son. The viewers did the research on their own. Victor, if you're watching this, thank you for stepping up. What you have allegedly done in your past does not define what you're doing in your present. You're providing your son with a fighting chance, and I can't do anything but respect that.